係啊。咩啊？如果好天嘅話，呢個應該好玩啲。唔好天嘅話，呢度爭啲咯。因為呢度我覺得好玩，不過太長啦時間。即係如果玩嘅話咧，我覺得玩兩條鐵拉咧就夠啦。同埋咧，我哋嚟嘅季節唔好啊。平時好多吊橋行嘅，佢封咗好多，因為淡季啊而家。咩話？係啊，應該長翻去下低啦。唔知咧，可能唔知道咁樣搭纜車有得行，應該唔係纜車㗎啦，應該係啊，慳翻。到時我整執咗啦。左腳定右腳？好痛啊！落到去再同你搞啦，呢度都同埋呢度搞咧，搞到就係隻腳濕晒成堆。聽力啲咧踩落去，右腳係咪？定左腳啊？左腳輕力啲咯，如果唔係你，我真係痛喺上面啊！可能有啲石仔啊嘛，係咪石仔粒頭啊嘛？
You can see some markings sort of starting all the way down here and heading all the way up the tree. Anyone have any guesses as to what they might be? Yeah, spot on. Nice big clue there as well. Yeah. But good guess. Yeah. Spot on. So specifically, these ones are actually from a bear cub. So it's one of the first things their mums teach them to do is how to climb trees, and so they can get away from any predators. So if the mum senses a threat, she'll send the cubs up the tree. She can then sit and guard the bottom of the tree. If you've got literally 2 or 3 cubs, it's obviously a lot easier to guard the bottom of one tree than it is to have them all scatter off in different directions and try and protect them that way. They're really, really good climbers, bears. Cubs can climb up the tree like this in about 10 seconds, 15 if being a little bit slow and useless, which is pretty impressive. It's also a pretty good defence mechanism for them because their main predator is the adult male black bear. Climbing on some of the smaller trees like this, they can obviously get a lot higher. So even if mum's not there to protect them, it's one of the ways the cubs will protect themselves. The other reason that the trees are really important for the bear is actually where they go to hibernate in the winter. In other areas, they're pretty fond of caves. In Whistler, last time they did a count, there was about 88 black bears. For them, we have 2 caves, so not enough for space to go round for these bears. So what they do instead is they dig their holes in the ground. In areas like this, where it's all second growth forest, where the trees are closer together and quite small, there's not very developed root system, so the ground is still quite soft. That's why if you're walking in these areas, it sometimes almost feels a bit spongy. So if they try and dig under the ground and dig their dens here, it just kind of collapses above them. So trees like Little Doug with the much more established roots that can be up to 2 kilometres long, so much further apart and much deeper, they're much more stable areas of ground for the bears to dig under and have their dens. Their dens will be about 20 to 30 degrees warmer there through the winter in their dens than it will be in the air temperature. Which is really important for them because their hibernation, they're just dropping their heart rate about 8 beats a minute, and they're going to sort of just be in a rest state that whole time. They need to have sort of as much looked after for them as possible. They're going to lose about 30 to 40% of their body weight in that time. That's why if you ever see a bear, especially in sort of September, October time, it will be eating. Those last few months before hibernation, they'll spend about 20 hours a day just grazing to make sure they consume enough calories so they can afford to hibernate. It leads on quite nicely to our third care instruction, and that is break. The idea that in a sustainable society we want to avoid breaking nature. And that's obviously we want to make sure there's homes for those bears to go to. Some really good ways this is being done. You can even take this step a little bit further and say you actually kind of want to go a little bit more and try and unbreak some of the damage that's already been done. So my favourite example of that happening today is a company out of Holland, or the Netherlands, called the Ocean Cleanup Project, and they're trying to clean up the Pacific garbage patch, which is a thing that's got that huge amount of floating plastic that's twice the size of Texas. So the aim is by 2040 they're going to have it 90% complete. So really good cause. Before we head on, there is one more mark on this tree that we will show you. So if you'll come around to this side, and this time you want to look way up there, out of my reach. So yeah, that mark is also from a bear, and it's no longer from a cub though. This is from an adult male black bear. This is actually how they mark their territory. They look for the trees like this with the clear bark, and they're going to stand up on that hind leg and scratch as high as they can, basically show how big and strong they are. Bears have loads of pheromones under their claws, so just like when a dog wheezes on something, it is leaving a scent behind. When they're coming up to these trees, they're going to scratch their hind legs to try and leave as much of their scent around as possible, so the other bears will be able to smell that and then work out if they want to challenge for this territory. If they do, what they're going to do is come up to the tree and scratch over the top of that mark. Those two bears will then find each other, have a fight, and the loser's going to have to go elsewhere. Obviously, that mark is enormous, way out of my reach. That would be a pretty big bear. We're pretty sure he cheated though. Much like Alex, he's kind of exaggerating his height a little bit, trying to impress some people. We think it came out of hibernation a bit early one year, and there was a snowbank up to around here. Scratched the tree, the snow all melted away, and left him looking like the biggest bear in the area. That mark's been there for over 10 years, so he's done a pretty good job. Yeah. For now, we will follow Alex, who will lead us towards our final zip line. Follow me!
뭐 이렇게 막
say a temporary goodbye to the sun.
okay.
We're gonna get a different carabiner. So temporary goodbye to Harry and Sam. Have no fear, we'll see them shortly. This one just has a different flag. Sure. Here you go. In a bit. Never break 6 of them, so that means different carabiner. If you guys want to start walking, there'll be a tower that way.
唔知啊，揸住個扣咯，佢綁你。哦，你两邊